And now, get ready for the top diesel performance podcast in the industry, brought to you by ParleysDieselPerformance.com, covering what's new in the world of black smoke and burning rubber. If it's diesel performance you're after, you've come to the right place.
All right, well, today on the call we have Jay Crouch with S&B Filter. Jay, thanks for being on the call today.
No problem, Nathan. Thank you.
We're looking forward to letting our clients know more about your product. You guys have done some really revolutionary things, we feel, in the industry, so we wanted to get you guys' name out there and let our clients know about you. If you could, just give us a feel for, how long your company's been up and running, your company's background maybe in the industry itself.
Sure. Well, we started over 30 years ago with a simple mission to become the most technically advanced filter manufacturer in the industry. We have a commitment to the racing community, and we actually worked very hard with the engine developers and the engine builders of the day to produce a product that they were craving, and that was a filter that delivered all the performance advantages of a high-performance filter without sacrificing any engine protection. We've also succeeded over the years by keeping our production capabilities on the front edge of technology and never, ever wavering from our goal of producing a high-performance air filter that tests better than any other manufacturer on the market. Exceptional design, leading-edge manufacturing, and a commitment to thorough research and development program has allowed us to make several advancements within the high-performance category. So even to this day, we still continue to strive to make the best filter or intake kit on the market.
All right, excellent. We can see that, you guys keep, unleashing new products for the new diesels, especially that are coming out. You guys have lately, made a big impression in the diesel market. What did you guys start out with? 30 years ago, diesel performance definitely wasn't a market that was out there. What gave you guys sort of your footing back then?
Basically, it was like the standard 14 by 3 inch round, to be honest with you. We did a lot of those. From there, we started making the conical filters, and then we made huge advancements even with the conical filter, basically where people have a squared-off flange. Some of our competition has a squared-off flange. We have what they call an advanced airflow, which is actually a radiused flange to help increase the airspeed going into the filter. We did little things like this along with buying pleating machines that allowed us to have pleats that are the deepest in the industry. So, we're always making advancements in every little thing that we can do. And like I said, the 14-inch by 3 was where it all started.
Okay, great. Good to know where the history comes from, that's for sure. With a lot of the new emissions things and things of that nature coming out, you guys are still unveiling new products, still coming out with product for those new engines. Has that affected you guys at all as far as the new diesel emissions?
The new diesel emissions, not so much. We've been able to capture a market and maintain our position fairly easy as far as that's concerned. But when the gas market's concerned, it's been a little bit tougher. But I can't say too much about our R&D right now, but we have a few new products that are coming out that are really going to put the industry on its ear. We have some really cool stuff coming out that's really going to address the emission concerns and what, shows how we're always advancing the R&D side. So keep your ears and eyes open for that one. It's going to be some good stuff.
All right, definitely. We'll look forward to that. Speaking of things coming in the near future, fuel prices seem to be a constant for everyone, especially diesel is on the rise more and more. Tell us what your products do as far as efficiency and fuel economy, being able to increase that.
Sure. Well, as you all know, our products, we maintain and strive to make sure that every single product that we manufacture has a 99% or above efficiency rating. So if we can't produce a filter or an intake kit that's 99% above in efficiency, we won't release it. So that means that we're going to, no matter what, give you the protection that you require that's as good, if not better, than the OE filter that you had in your engine. Now, with that said, we also make sure that we improve the airflow as much as possible. Now, we may not always flow the best. We may be a point or two in percentage-wise below another person, but I guarantee that we'll beat them in efficiency. So we give you all of the flow with none of the risk. Now, as you well know, as far as airflow is concerned, anything that you can do to help an engine breathe easier is going to help it work more efficiently. A more efficient engine is going to allow you to make more brake horsepower. Now, more brake horsepower is going to allow you to use less throttle input while traveling down the road. Less throttle input means better fuel mileage. That's the easiest way that you can put it.
Okay, great. So just sort of laying it out, one thing, sort of a domino effect, you'd say then.
Exactly. Anything that you can do to help improve the airflow, to help the engine work easier, is going to allow you to make more power. More power means that you're going to use less throttle input, which means more mile per gallon. And we give you all of that while still protecting your engine.
Okay, great. And lowering exhaust temperatures is all sort of part of that as well, right?
Exactly. Anything that you can do to reduce the airflow restrictions is going to help with the EGTs, all of that. So.
Okay, great. Well, excellent. Well, let's just see. One thing I definitely wanted to bring up, one great resource that we've really taken advantage of and pointed a lot of clients to, but we want to make well known to a lot of people, is the website, thetruthaboutfilters.com. It answers a lot of people's common question. I just want to hit on a couple of those key points. One question that a lot of people have and a concern is, you had mentioned protecting the engine and protecting the various parts. One rumor that gets spread out, and it's actually probably true with a lot of your competitors, is over oiling leading to messing up that mass airflow sensor, right?
That's correct.
If you could tell us a little bit about what S&B has done to ensure that that doesn't happen, both coming from the factory as well as when people recharge or clean their kits themselves or their filters themselves, what you've done to ensure that that doesn't happen.
Sure. Actually, what S&B does is we have robotic oilers here in the plant that robotically oil every single filter that we produce to within 1/2 of a gram in oil weight. So where some of our competitors, you might get their filter in a bag and you tip the bag to the side, you'll see like a puddle of oil. That's just excessively oiled filters. You do the same thing with our stuff. The bag is completely dry. There's no oily residue. There's not a puddle of oil in it. I mean, it's oiled precisely, and that's the key to making sure that oil doesn't get back on your mass airflow sensor. Now, with that said, one of the biggest problems was not so much from the factories before, but it's when the consumer went to clean and re-oil their filter from different, various manufacturers. The problem was there was no adequate way to accurately measure the amount of oil that needed to go back on the filter, because that's so important. If you have too much oil, you're going to have extra restriction, and oil is going to get through and hurt the math. If you don't put enough oil on, you're going to have it's not going to be as efficient as it was, and it's going to let dirt by, etc. So you need to make sure that you get real close to the right amount of oil that goes on there. So our engineers here took some time. We made a product called the Precision Cleaning Kit, and what that does is it gives the consumer a precise way to re-oil their filter once it's been cleaned. So, I mean, it comes with an instructional DVD. It has a full set of instructions, an applicator bottle, has everything, and it's only $14.99. So the price is there. It's easily obtainable. You can make sure that this doesn't happen to you as far as oil getting on your mass airflow sensor with S&B filters.